It is time to rank the Ghostbusters movies. Now, this is a franchise that I've always admired, but I actually never watched the movies until a few days ago. So I've got no nostalgia toward this, no bias, no nothing. I watched all 5 of the movies within the last 4 days. So let's go ahead and rank them. We'll start, of course, with number 5. 5th place goes to Ghostbusters Answer the Call. This is the Lady Ghostbusters movie. Honestly, I didn't even think it was that bad. I gave it a 5 out of 10. It's an average film. It is a little messy though. The villain is terrible, and it's not very funny, but it does have some of the coolest action scenes, I would say, in the Ghostbusters franchise. In 4th place, I've got Ghostbusters 2. This movie is completely solid, and I get why some people are probably going to be upset for me putting this so low on the list, but honestly, it's a decent movie. Like, it's alright. I just wasn't a big fan of Vigo, the painting guy, the floating head stuff. I wasn't a big fan of that, and then, getting Sigourney Weaver's baby, I was like, okay, this is, a little too much for me. But I did enjoy it. It's really funny. It's got some good action scenes, some decent VFX from that time. The character moments are definitely the best part of this movie, though. In 3rd place, I've got Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Now, this is the movie I just saw today, and I was very disappointed in that 3rd act, because honestly, I think this movie could have been number 1 on the list, but the 3rd act just completely crumbles and ruins the ending of the movie, so that's why it's ranked as number 3. Mostly just because I really liked Act 1 and 2. And winter's my favorite season, so you put ice in front of me, I'm already sold. In 2nd place, I've got Ghostbusters Afterlife. I really like this movie. It's even, up in the air for me to put it as 1st place. It's just, I fluctuate a little bit, I guess, just because I've only seen these movies once, so maybe after the 2nd watch, this will be number 1. I don't know right now, but needless to say, I really enjoyed this one. There's a lot of member berries for the stuff that happened in the 1st movie, and I really like Paul Rudd and Callie and Phoebe and Trevor as characters, and Podcast 2 and Lucky and all of them. It was just a nice mashup of new and old, unlike the Lady Ghostbusters movie where they just forgot about everything, brought back the original actors, and put them in roles that didn't matter at all. This movie was just a really good blend of new and old, and I really, really like it. In 1st place, I've got the original Ghostbusters. It is just an iconic film. The characters are what sell it for me, though, as my 1st place pick, because all of the characters I really like. They all have their moment to shine. Everyone is really likable. There's so much comedy in this. It is just a really good time when you're watching it. And yeah, sure, the VFX obviously aren't very good for 1984, but, the actors really carry this film and just make it a great watch from beginning to end. And they introduced this whole concept, Ghostbusters, writing all this stuff down on paper in 1984. People were probably looking at that what the heck is this? And they made it work, and now it is a iconic franchise. So guys, that is my ranking for the 5 Ghostbusters movies. Let me know down below what your list looks like. And let me know if you're someone that's watched these movies for years, or if you're someone like myself that just, got into the Frozen Empire hype and just watched them all right now. Let me know if you're a longtime fan or a new fan.